Hello everyone, this is Sarah Delp. I just wanted to touch base with you tonight and let you know what I felt about the 3 videos and chapter 8 that we were supposed to watch and read this week. So the first question I wanted to address was the sessions that we watched. Were they similar to what I imagined a counseling session to be like? I've been to counseling several times in my life, and some of them were very similar to what I've experienced. I have been in counseling situations where it wasn't as accepting, and it wasn't an atmosphere where you wanted to open up as much, so I really appreciated what I saw and what was modeled by the 3 counselors. So in some of those situations, it was something that I have experienced and something that I've imagined before. And one thing I really loved about it was the acceptance that all 3 counselors showed to their clients. Then also, from our readings from chapter 8, the different skills and characteristics that I noticed, it was amazing. I jotted down so many things as I was watching those. I really love the fact that the counselors, all 3 of them, instilled hope, especially the second counselor with brainstorming, no, actually with homesickness. I took a lot of points away from how she did things, and she instilled hope. All 3 of the counselors were not judgmental. They were all very accepting. The counselors were non-directive, which I love seeing. The use of empathy, especially with the counselor for homesickness. She said, things like, and then the other counselor from the 3rd video with dancing, he would say a lot of times just okay, and then leave an open-ended question up after that. And I saw some of those things displayed by those counselors. I felt like the counselor from homesickness used a lot of facial expressions. She kind of narrowed her eyes as she was really showing empathy, and I felt like that made her seem really connected to the client. All 3 of the counselors articulated questions to help the flow of conversation continue, but they also used a silence to allow the client to have a little time to think and come to some revelations on that. So those are some of the things I did. One of the questions that I had was, it says in our reading to listen and be focused and client focused. And I realized that the 3rd counselor for the dancing one, he said okay and had a question right away. And I wonder how it's possible to come up with the questions so quickly when you're also fully engaged with what the client is saying. So that's one of the things I really want to focus in on and hope to learn as I practice. Have a good night.